Welcome to Accepting Life, where we help you navigate the world of wealth and status. Where we will be exploring life traps that can keep us feeling stuck and unable to move forward in our lives. Life traps are patterns of thinking, behavior, and decision-making that can lead us down a path of stagnation and hinder our growth and development. These traps can take many forms, such as self-limiting beliefs, fear of change, procrastination, or unhealthy relationships. Unfortunately, these traps can be difficult to identify and break free from, and they can lead us to feel trapped in our current circumstances. However, by gaining a better understanding of these traps and learning effective strategies to overcome them, we can take control of our lives and start moving towards the life we truly desire. In this discussion, we will delve into common life traps, their impact on our lives, and practical steps we can take to break free from them and live a fulfilling life. Where we will explore some common life traps that can keep us feeling stuck and unable to move forward. Life traps can take many forms, some more obvious than others. And when people find themselves stuck, it's usually because they fell into a trap they didn't even know existed. So it's important to be smart about identifying and avoiding these traps. Here are traps that can keep us stuck. Comparison. One of the biggest social traps that people fall into is the trap of comparison. We're constantly bombarded with images and messages of success and perfection, whether it's on social media, in magazines, or in our own communities. It's easy to compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate or inferior. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology in 2019 found that social media use is associated with increased levels of anxiety, depression, and loneliness among millennials. The study's authors suggest that social media use may exacerbate existing mental health issues or lead to the development of new ones by increasing feelings of social isolation and self-doubt. They also suggest that the constant comparison and pressure to present a perfect image on social media may contribute to these negative effects. But here's the thing, everyone's journey is different, and it's not fair to compare your beginning to someone else's middle or end. Perfectionism. Another trap that people fall into is the trap of perfectionism. We want everything in our lives to be perfect, and when it's not, we beat ourselves up. But the truth is, life is messy, and things will never be perfect. So how can you break free from this trap? Well, the key is to let go of the idea of perfection and focus on progress over perfection. We've got a saying here that goes, "Done is always better than perfect." The quest for searching for perfection, although it may seem heroic, never ends. And while you're busy doing one thing perfectly, others are doing 10 things good enough. Fear. The trap of fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience, and it can hold us back from taking action and achieving our goals. But the thing is, fear is only a feeling, and it doesn't have to control us. Actually, this is something we focus on a lot on the Alex app in our daily sessions. Understanding and navigating the various fears we all face is essential for personal growth and development. When it comes to fear, there's only one quote about it that we actually agree with: courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in the presence of fear. You will never be fearless. At best, you'll be ignorant of the potential downside. Look at fear as the discomfort you feel when you first enter the ocean's water. It's a little bit unpleasant, and you don't want to be there, but you get used to it. Procrastination. Procrastination is another trap that can hold us back from achieving our goals. We put things off until later, and before we know it, we've lost valuable time. How can we break free from this? We've got plenty of videos on our channel where we talk about procrastination, and we talk about it on the app too. But in general, procrastination is a signal your body sends you when it overestimates the amount of work in front of you. So if you want to conquer it, you need to find ways to make that work feel less overwhelming. We suggest checking out our videos on the top productivity hacks and time management techniques. Negative self-talk is a dangerous habit that many people struggle with today. With the rise of social media, some even use it as a way to gain attention and likes. However, relying on negative self-talk to cope with problems can ultimately be harmful to your mental health and well-being. It can chip away at your self-esteem and limit your potential for growth and success. Instead, focus on building yourself up and being your own best cheerleader. Take time to recognize your strengths and accomplishments, and don't let negative self-talk hold you back. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a common issue that affects many people. It's easy to get caught up in what others are doing and feel like you're missing out on something important. However, constantly comparing yourself to others and feeling pressured to keep up with the crowd can leave you feeling lost and without direction. It's important to take a step back and evaluate your own priorities and goals, rather than letting FOMO dictate your actions. Don't be a sheep in the herd, be true to yourself and make choices that align with your values and aspirations. Overthinking can be a major obstacle to progress and success. When we become too focused on analyzing every little detail, we can get stuck in a cycle of indecision and inaction. This can prevent us from taking risks and making bold moves that could lead to great rewards. Instead of getting bogged down in analysis paralysis, try to take a more proactive approach to problem solving. Gather the information you need, make a plan, and take action. Remember, it's better to take imperfect action than to do nothing at all. Failure is a natural part of life, but it can be a scary prospect for many people. However, having a healthy fear of failure can actually be a good thing. It can motivate you to take necessary precautions and prepare for potential setbacks. The key is to balance this fear with confidence in yourself and your abilities. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back from pursuing your dreams and taking risks. Instead, use it as a tool to help you plan and strategize for success. Seeking validation from others is a common trap that many people fall into. We often place too much importance on what others think of us, and forget to focus on our own opinions and beliefs. It's important to have self-respect and trust in yourself, rather than constantly seeking validation from external sources. Remember, you are the main character in your own story, and your opinion of yourself should matter the most. Change can be difficult, especially when we are accustomed to familiar patterns and routines. However, clinging to the past and resisting change can ultimately hold us back from reaching our full potential. The world is constantly evolving, and it's important to be adaptable and open to new experiences and opportunities. Don't let nostalgia and sentimentality blind you to the possibilities that the future holds. Holding on to past experiences and defining ourselves by them can be a major roadblock to growth and progress. It's important to recognize that we are constantly evolving and changing, and that our past does not define who we are in the present. Take time to reflect on who you are now, and what kind of person you want to be in the future. Don't let past failures or successes hold you back from pursuing your dreams and living your best life. Holding grudges can have a significant impact on your well-being and quality of life. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or bitterness towards someone, you are essentially giving them free rent in your head. This means that you are allowing their actions or words to continue to affect you long after the initial incident occurred. While it's natural to feel hurt or upset when someone wrongs us, holding on to those negative feelings can ultimately consume us from the inside out. It can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and a general sense of unhappiness. Letting go of grudges can be difficult, but it's essential for your mental and emotional health. Forgiveness is not about excusing someone's behavior or forgetting what they did, but rather it's about releasing yourself from the negative feelings associated with the experience. So, next time you find yourself holding a grudge, try to practice forgiveness and let go of the negativity. Comfort is something that most of us strive for in life. We want to feel safe, secure, and at ease in our surroundings. However, too much comfort can actually be detrimental to our growth and personal development. When we become too comfortable, we stop challenging ourselves and seeking out new experiences. This can lead to boredom, apathy, and a general sense of dissatisfaction with our lives. Even those who have achieved financial freedom or other forms of success still need to push themselves outside of their comfort zones in order to continue growing and evolving. This means setting goals that are just out of reach and working hard to achieve them. It means staying curious and open-minded, and constantly seeking out new challenges and opportunities. So, while comfort is certainly a good thing, don't let it hold you back from reaching your full potential. Mistrust is a natural response to being hurt or betrayed by someone. When we've been burned in the past, it's understandable that we would want to protect ourselves from similar experiences in the future. However, when mistrust becomes a default way of thinking, it can actually prevent us from forming meaningful connections with others. If we expect everyone to lie to us or treat us poorly, we will naturally start to avoid interactions with people altogether. This can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and a general sense of distrust towards others. While it's important to be cautious and protect ourselves from harm, we also need to recognize that not everyone is out to get us. We need to approach new relationships and interactions with an open mind and a willingness to trust until given a reason not to. Dependency is a growing issue in many societies, particularly among younger generations. Many young adults are finding it difficult to launch into independence and are relying on their parents or other caregivers for longer periods of time. While economic conditions certainly play a role in this, it's also important to recognize that a sense of dependency can hold us back from reaching our full potential. When we feel like we can't handle our own lives, we become paralyzed by fear and self-doubt. We start to believe that we need someone else to take care of us, and we stop taking responsibility for our own growth and development. While it's natural to seek support and guidance from others, we also need to cultivate a sense of self-reliance and independence. This means taking ownership of our lives and working hard to achieve our goals, even in the face of adversity. Life is full of pitfalls that can hold us back and prevent us from moving forward. However, by recognizing these pitfalls and taking steps to overcome them, we can create a better future for ourselves. Whether it's letting go of grudges, seeking out challenges, trusting others, becoming more independent, or avoiding the trap of excessive standards, there are always ways to improve ourselves and our lives. By taking action and being mindful of our behavior, we can avoid falling into the same traps and move towards a brighter future. Remember, life is short, and we have the power to make the most of it by avoiding these pitfalls and forging our own path towards success and fulfillment. We'll see you back here again. Thank you for watching this video Accepting Life. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community.